We're down here at Lowers watching all the action on Grind TV.
The 6.0 Lowers Pro was the first ever 6-star Prime event held in California. American Pro Tour hopefuls slugging it out on the ASP's World Qualifying Series have been waiting years for an opportunity like this one.
It's huge to have a big event here. I mean, they need it, you know. It's such a good wave, and it's just awesome that, you know, all the local people around can come down and check out, you know, some of the best surfers in the world.
Without being able to earn precious points at home, American would-be qualifiers are forced to pack their bags and hit the road for nearly 10 months a year chasing them.
If we can keep these sorts of level events and even more in America, then we're going to see a quantum shift in American surfing, the standard of the young surfers, and guess what? Correspondingly, an increase in the business that's generated for the surf business.
Making the most of this opportunity was essential for a number of Americans looking to qualify this year. Brett Simpson came into Lowers rated 4th. He's hoping to make this year's campaign a slam dunk after narrowly missing the cutoff last year. Hawaii's Dusty Payne entered Lowers in the number 16 slot. The young Hawaiian is hoping to stay on an incredible roll he's been enjoying ever since taking out last year's Oakley Pro Junior Global Challenge. Nate Yeomans, one of San Clemente's native sons, entered the Lowers event in the 21st slot. Backed up by Dane and Tanner Gadauskas, two more San Clemente brothers who were ranked 33rd and 35th respectively. Yeomans has been enjoying plenty of success in WQS events. He became the first WQS surfer ever to three-peat at last year's Oakley Newport Pro, but none of those wins netted Yeomans many points, since they were only 2-star events. He earned 500 points for each of those 2-star victories. In a 6-star Prime, you earned 525 points just for finishing an equal 97th. That illustrates just how important these events are, and why home field advantage is so important. The estimated cutoff this year, based on the number of 6-star and 6-star Prime events, is 14,000. Of course, 6-star Primes also attract a lot of World Tour talent, like CJ and Damian Hobgood, Fred Patascia, and Dane Reynolds. Not to mention wildcards like Rob Machado. The former number 2 in the world was surfing his first contest in more than a year. Unfortunately for Brett Simpson, he ran into the Machado and Reynolds Express in the early rounds and exited early from the 6.0 Lowers Pro. The lost opportunity to gain serious ground on home turf hasn't cost him just yet. His 2 keeper results and a decent backup have him hanging in the top 5 for now. For Dusty Payne and Tanner Gadauskas, their Lowers efforts will be considered a success. They each netted 2,200 points in their quarterfinal finishes. For Payne, that translated into a jump into the number 7 slot, while Gadauskas made a huge leap out of the 30s to where he is now, rounding out the top 10. And Nate Yeomans finally got some sweet justice for his incredible surfing by making it all the way to the semifinals, where he lost to the eventual winner Fred Patascia. He earned 2,600 points, enough to rocket him into 6th place on the WQS. Of course, the World Qualifying Series is called the Grind for a reason. The standings change weekly. But for a brief day or two, the young American hopefuls can and should celebrate a nice defense of their home turf.
We need more 6-stars. We need a lot more 6-stars in the US, a couple more in Hawaii, and we need to get more Hawaiians and more Californians and Americans on tour.